In this video, we're going to talk about how to deploy AI agents, how to bring them to production so that actually people can benefit from them. So one thing that you can do, and what I recommend, because it was working very well for me, if you use Docker. And if you're not familiar with Docker, it's not a problem because AI is doing this very well. For example, I do that. I wrote all my deployment scripts for my server with Cursor and with Sonnet 3.7. So all of these scripts are written 100% by AI and it's working like a charm. Of course, it's a little bit of back and forth. It's not like working perfectly right away. You get error messages, but this is how it is. You just copy paste the error message to Cursor or the model you do or use. You can even do it like in ChatGPT or in the Claude normal web interface. And then it's just telling you what you have to do to fix your problems. So all of these files, like the Docker file, the Docker Compose file, and even the GitHub CLI file was easily written with AI and pretty fast. And it's working. So that's one thing that you want to do, leverage AI for writing your Docker scripts. And another thing that you definitely should do is, if you need some tools, that you leverage the Docker Hub. For example, in another example that I created for my lead scraper, I used Crawl4AI. And there were some package conflicts with Autogin. So I was looking for looking for another solution, and the solution I found was just like deploying a script, like deploying a Crawl4AI container and use it instead of a local version, and it was working perfectly. So if you need like a database or whatever, you can just check here in Docker Hub and probably find a solution for your problem. Then with Docker, the first build, of course, takes quite a lot of time. But then it is pretty straightforward to test it locally, because the good thing is, if it works locally on your Docker, if you use, like, for example, Docker Desktop and deploy your Docker container locally and you test it, then it works, like in most of the cases, it works as well on the server. So this is a big advantage of Docker. Yeah? So that's very straightforward and it's very fast actually. If it's built once, the first time it takes some more time, but then very fast. So it's almost instantly that it's like rebuilding your Docker container, and then you can continue coding. Then what you should do is, okay, to find a free solution might be more challenging. Probably there are some solutions out there. But I mean, for just testing your agents and deploy a minimal version, get like your first clients with it, or like using it for your organization, is actually very cheap. So one example I found here, and I'm not in any way related with Contabu, I'm not advertising for it or anything. It's just a solution which I found. And they have like a pretty powerful server for very good money. So with only like $4 per month, you get a very good solution that you can use. And another way what I recommend you to do, which was working perfectly for me too, is actually using these the GitHub Actions, which you see here. Because once you implemented the GitHub Actions, you don't pay, not paying. It's this, you have some free credits for doing that. If you do lots of deploys, of course, you have to pay a little bit more. But I think I was deploying already hours and I did pay less than $1. So how you use this GitHub Actions for is just like, you change your code, you make a commit, and then automatically it's gonna deploy those changes, like rebuild your container to your server. So once it's set up, you don't have to worry about anymore. And this is pretty amazing because yeah, it's 100% automated and you can add so many things. You can just say, okay, I want to restart all my containers when I build. Or I want to create, like, it shall be in total five containers, and there should be always 5 containers running. If there are only 4 running, add another one when I deploy. Something like that. And this as well is as well 100% written. It's then these deploy YML file, which you have to write. And this as well is totally 100% written by AI, and it works. Again, here some back and forth, but at the end, you always make it working. And another thing what you want to use, which is pretty nice, is those GitHub secrets. It's basically environment variables on GitHub, quite similar. For example, on Vercel, you have environment variables too. That's the counterpart to do this on GitHub. So then, if you have it deployed, then it looks like that. If you use it, you have like your project, and then you have those GitHub Actions there. Yeah, this is basically everything how I use to deploy my AI agents. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give me a like and subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.